Steve, it's been a little bit of a unpredictable week this week. How have you and the staff been feeling, and the boys been feeling with the disruption that's been caused?
There's been quite a bit of change. Obviously, the Wellington game being called off. A lot of talk around the coronavirus and going into lockdown and stuff like that. So, but for us, after we found out the Wellington game was off, it's about preparing for the Wanderers game, which is the most important game at the moment, and keeping the boys focused. Really, we had a day off yesterday and pretty much come back today. Had a great session today, and really the focus only is on the Wanderers game at the moment, and then. After we deal with that, then we start to focus on the next game. But a little bit of disruption this week, but the boys seem in good spirits. Looking forward to the game.
I suppose it essentially came down to it being a normal week for Sydney FC and the boys training as it would be any other given game day on a Saturday.
Yeah, in the end it was a normal week, no midweek game, so we could prepare like we always do, and we can give them a day off, which is obviously nice for them to spend time with their families and stuff like that. So, but again, the Wanderers game is a massive game on the weekend, and obviously there's going to be no crowd, which will be a little bit new to the boys and a little bit difficult at times, but I think obviously we encourage the fans to get right behind the team, or they can watch it on KO, Foxtel and all different apps. So we'd like to make sure they support us as well, because it's a difficult time for everyone at the moment.
In terms of the game itself, how important is it to get those 3 points to get even closer to winning that Premiership?
Well, I think that's our main focus. Obviously it's a derby game and it's against the Wanderers. But our main focus is to win the Premiership, and and that will be three points closer to wrapping things up, and that's our main focus at the moment. The first couple of games against them, obviously these are the 2 games that we have lost, so we've got to try and learn our lessons and take our chances when they come, because we've had plenty of chances in the 2 games that we played against them, and we're looking forward to another good challenge.
Do you think the boys will still be up for it as much when they see the black and red lining up against them, even though there's no crowd there?
Yeah, well, like we said, we're trying to keep them as focused as much as possible, and to keep them on the game basically. And it'll be very difficult, no supporters there. It's going to be strange, very strange, but it is the circumstances at the moment, and that's what we have to do. Obviously, we want to finish the league off as well, which that's why there's no crowds coming, and if that's the way it is, we have to deal with it and try and motivate ourselves to wrap up the Premiership.
Yeah, how important do you think it is to try at least and keep the A-League going?
Yeah, it's important. Of course, I think it's good to keep the A-League going, keeps people watching the A-League as well, keeps it in sight for the supporters, and they can still get right behind their teams and support them all the way to the end. We've gone so far in the competition already. We have 7 games to go, but a lot of teams only have 5 and 6 games to go. So we'd like to get it finished, and we just continue on as normal.
Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.